Hello everyone, welcome back to Lifelight Wisdom. I hope that you guys are doing well. So this is going to be your weekly Celtic Cross reading. So I'm going to draw like cards. There are six astral houses for my tea leaf cards. So it's like an area of life. So let's see. I usually do two Celtic Cross. It's really marriage. Okay, so there's usually two Celtic Cross readings that I would do weekly, one for love and one for money or success. And I was doing a pre-shuffle of this, and I was like, okay, let's test it out, see if it will shuffle really well. And marriage was the one that came up as well. All right, so maybe we can put it here. And I'm filming this just a little bit after the total lunar eclipse. I was going to view it yesterday, but unfortunately it was very cloudy in Paris, so we couldn't see it. We really couldn't see it. So like on top of the deck is the Empress. I did a reading for a friend, and it was a very, very good reading. It was like being empowered. But this is marriage, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, please again take note, this is timeless, so even though there is a date on the title on YouTube, you will find this when you're meant to find it. Okay, but the energy right now, I can say with like September, okay, if you are seeing my recent videos, it's a lot of divine union with twin flame energy. Okay, so if that is something that you're interested in, let's see. Okay, so spirits, please guide us, please send us the truth, and may this message reach as much people as it needs to, and may it help as many people as it needs to. So this is about marriage. Please tell us what are the energies when it comes to marriage. All right, and I here is like a disclaimer for present situation, please. Okay, a disclaimer that marriage is not just about like, you know, the paper marriage contract. That can be it, but this is a marriage. It's like, this is union, this is alignment, this is a commitment. Okay, so let's see the present situation. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, what's the challenge? So there are options here, but what I like about this particular deck, which is beautiful about it, is that normally you would have like bad choices, right? Bad choices with the Seven of Cups, because like there is that illusion, but every which way, like all of the cups are filled with what looks like lotus or like lilies, and they are all the same. So I think what is present, like in the present moment, the illusions are now, coming to an end. And you know, it's like, because you yourself are in full bloom, you know, like every which way is like whatever decisions are you going to make, you're going to make decisions from a place of joy. Okay, challenge here, please. Thank you. Challenge, thank you. And challenge is the Three of Pentacles. This is like teamwork, like building a lot. So it's like Pentacles is what is seen, the material. So there is that choice, there's that options, but the challenge is to kind of bring it about into the 3D. Okay, usually I know there is like 3, 4, 5, 6, but I usually go like this. Yeah, don't ask me why, but I think you can guess why. Message from above, consciousness, and yeah, so there are two. So wow, okay, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, 6 of Pentacles is like balance, right? Like that equal give and take. Consciously, like you want perhaps because this is marriage, like you want a commitment that gives and take, because you have been heartbroken with maybe a past situation. I will look into it when the past comes in, but you have been heartbroken here, and like there was a choice that you had to make. Okay, there's a lot of threes here. Is that some? And usually it's a female that is like with the Two of Swords, but it is a male here. So I think the masculine here, the divine masculine here, I'm feeling is like, with my recent readings, the divine masculine has been in kind of hermit mode, but they are kind of stepping up into it, and it's just like, it's just what I'm hearing is it's a matter of time. Okay, meanwhile the feminine has been so open. They have been so open to receive because they know what they can give. Okay, I see here that like whether it's the masculine or the feminine, both of you have gone through some heartbreak. Okay, but it is not like, you see here, it's not the swords are not stuck through the heart. It is actually guarding the heart. It's like a sword. It's not through the heart, it's not slicing the heart, but it looks like it's guarding the heart. Okay, so consciously there is like that, a little bit of that guarded energy when it comes to making that commitment. And this is why it's like, okay, like you're weighing your options right now. Let's see here. Let's see, what is the root cause of this? I'm just gonna peek at this cards because they came out. The Emperor and Three of Cups. It will come out if it's meant to come out again. But Emperor and Three of Cups, what did I say with like the divine masculine? They are rising as well, but they are still in that like blindfolded phase, and it's just like they actually know that once they do make that decision, it's gonna change their life forever. And the feminine here is just like she's just living her life, really. It's just like she knows what she deserves, she knows what she needs to get, and like she knows what she can give, she knows what she can bring to the table. But the root cause of this thinking is like a lot of the root cause here for this current situation, like weighing your options, like being guarded with like making a commitment, was because like consciously you have the Three of Swords, which is guarding you, but like you have been guarded because there has been a conflict. Clarify this root cause, please. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Because, okay, what's this? Five of Cups. 5 to the 5. So Nine of Pentacles is being independent, being single, like enjoying your singlehood. Okay, perhaps there is like with the Three of Swords, it's also like a breakup usually, right? Normally, but there has been a situation here like that you are grieving, and as I've said, like it's very peculiar here. And the top of the deck is 10 of Swords. Okay, Five of Cups is very peculiar in this particular deck because with the Five of Cups, normally you would be regretting what is already spilled. There would be 3 cups as is spilled, and then 2 cups as is still upright. But in this particular deck, you can see that all the cups are upright, and you are choosing to drink from 1 cup. Okay, so whatever subconsciously, whatever regrets that you have, I think you've alchemized that and you've understood that. There is still that a little bit of that conflict because what I'm hearing here is, I would bet it's like with the past, it has been a challenge, and that has what like maybe some shadow, some trauma, or like some bad experience has colored how you see things at the current moment. Okay, let's see the past, and I will explain in a while when we do the past. And Queen of Swords, yes, definitely, thank you. And immediate, okay, that's a lot of cards. Immediate future, Judgment, the Hangman. Okay, this is a lot. The Hermit, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. I will not take all of that, but Justice. I think I will put this back as well, and redraw, because that was a lot of cards. Immediate future, please. Immediate future. Just give us, make it a little bit easier for us, please. Immediate future. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Alright. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Fate and destiny is on your side. And you see this Wheel of Fortune here? It looks like a portal. And this is what I've been talking about with the recent lunar eclipse. It's like a cycle, and then with the Ten of Swords as well, like at the top of the deck a while ago. And a cycle has ending, but like every time, like with the Ten of Swords, is such a beautiful kind of ending. Something that has hurt you, something that has absolutely destroyed you, has brought about a new beginning. Okay, so subconsciously, this is where we're at. What is the root cause of this current situation? Why you're thinking this? Why you're being a little bit guarded, or like whether it's the masculine or whether it's the feminine. There is a little bit of that being guarded, like learning from lessons is what I'm hearing. But like with the feminine though, they are choosing to be open. Meanwhile, the masculine is still in their head about a lot of things. Okay, but the challenge here is to come together, and like with the teamwork, like to come together and make something out of it, to have this marriage, to have this divine union. Okay, but because subconsciously, like it doesn't look like a conflict, right? It looks like they're lighting up something. Actually, it's like they're lighting up a bonfire, which is so beautiful. And as I've said with the Five of Cups, there's not much grief here, because the feeling here is, what is underlying here is the choice has already been done. Okay, the choice has already been made. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles, there is that weighing of that option, and like that needing to come together to like actually build on a relationship, on a union. But the thing is, on one hand, like both of these individuals are so much better, or like okay, or all right on their own. Okay, they're fine on their own, they're thriving on their own. But it's also like saying here that the Six of Pentacles, that they know that they can be better together, right? But at the underlying is like they're also fine on their own. So it's like thinking, okay, like I don't have that marriage right now in the current moment, however I am fine the way things are, and like I will wait for things to unfold as they should unfold. That is what I'm hearing here, because there's no more regret here, and that is actually what will bring about this new beginning in love. Now, of course, you do want that beginning in love, but what brought about this this kind of like letting fate take the wheel, like, you know, I'm hearing your Jesus take the wheel, but like because I think you've thought this through, you've learned all the lessons, and you've worked definitely within yourself to understand yourself, what you can bring to the table, what you want in a partner, what you want in a marriage, what you want in a union. And otherwise you would not accept anything less than what you deserve. And you have been very, very astute, okay, and very clear on what it is that you want. Okay, and now it's just like seeing the options, but like all the options that are that you are placing before you are good options. Okay, there's no bad options here. Why? Because you have set a standard for yourself. Okay, so it's just the challenge of like, okay, like let's come together, let's work together to actually make this, or to build on this marriage, or to build on this commitment, to build on this to build on this partnership. That's what I'm saying. So with the thoughts and your thoughts and feelings, I would also say this is the advice for whoever is viewing this and whatever is going on internally. So what is it? Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, just continue like you are and a cycle has ended and you are going through a new beginning, okay? But like, just continue to be astute with whatever it is that you are trying to manifest when it comes to marriage. It's like, what was it? It's also like, be smart, but not in the sense of like too logical, but like be smart when it comes to love. And I'm just saying here is like, I'm just hearing here is like, but the standards of love is not the same standards as you would use in like an exam, or like in an academic way. Like, you shouldn't treat love and your partnership too academically. That's what I'm hearing here. There is still that logic, but that is what I'm hearing here. It's like, just don't be led by the ego, is what I'm hearing here. Be astute coming from this particular standard, but like, let that work together with your own intuition. Okay, I can clarify this for more. 8 of Cups. Okay, internally. And whatever it is that has hurt you here with the, like, with your consciousness, just really like continue being like that Queen of Swords energy. And what I'm hearing here is, you have been true to yourself. You have been truthful and honest with yourself. So now, as you deal with like union, with a relationship, with, because you know, like, we communicate, like, or like this partnership will occur in the 3D. It might not be now, or like it might not be immediate. However, at this particular time, if you do want to have that marriage and if you want to have that commitment, you have to stay steadfast in your standards and be exacting with the way that you use your swords, okay? Be exacting with your standards, okay? Because you've used the sword in the past to cut off untruths within yourself. And now it's saying here with the Ace of Swords, be exacting with the way you uphold your standards in the 3D. That is what I'm hearing here. And it's because you have walked away from things that you no longer, that you know, actually, within yourself, you can no longer tolerate, okay? And what is the environment for you when it comes to marriage? Thank you. 9 of Wands. You know how beautiful this deck is? It's just like blooming. Everything is blooming. Everything is like with that light. Everything is, well, it is ethereal bloom. I chose this particular deck because during the lunar eclipse reading that I did, and you can see it on my channel, I just had this reading of like moonflower, like you bloom, like something blooming in the dark, or like something blooming under the light of the moon. Okay, so this is what I mean, I'm hearing here, like with the Knight of Wands. Normally this is resilience. Normally it's just like having that one left. You have been very resilient and you have been very strong with the way that you uphold your standards, okay? And that has allowed you to bloom. Look how the wands are not like a block, but instead it's like she's coming out of the wands. So it looks like, and like you have the 6 of Wands at the top of the deck, which is success being seen and victory, okay? It looks like she is blooming out of the wands, out of her own willpower, out of the strength that she manifested. So whoever is seeing this, it can be like a male or female, like we don't really read genders here, but we read the energy. But it's like, whoever you are who's seeing this, you are blooming after so much challenges, after requiring so much resilience from you. And what is your hope and fear? Before that, actually, clarify a little bit this environment. Just one more card, please. Oh, well, thank you for 2 cards. Again, the 10 of Swords. And then with the 5 of Pentacles. Again, it's like, it's like being left out in the cold, but like you have 5, what do you call this? It looks like, I was gonna say 5 moons, but these are the pentacles. Something about the moon. It's like a cycle. But anyways, like with the Ten of Swords, it's an ending, right? As I've said, there's an ending. As I've said, if it's meant to come out, it will come out. And it did again come out. With the Ten of Swords, everything is like something, like a cycle has come to an end. It's like moon cycle, right? A cycle has come to an end, but you see here with the Ten of Swords, there's always a new dawn after the Ten of Swords. After being betrayed so much, after like being absolutely destroyed by something, after like a traumatic experience, perhaps with love, with a past partnership, the sun is rising on you. Okay, a new dawn is coming. And so what is that new dawn? And in this particular sense, that being left out in the cold is already done. And it's like you can see here, it looks like ice, right? But it looks like the ice is not solid. It looks like it's thawing. Okay, and she's just like sitting pretty, and she knows, I feel like I'm hearing here, like she knows that she can come inside like this sanctuary. It's not even, she's not even far from it. So it's like she's still feeling that warmth. So I'm feeling here is like with the environment, with the external factors, it is a little bit of a liminal space. And I slept there with a luminal space. So it's just like something with a light. So it's like between light and shadow. But I would hear she's like, normally in other decks, like they would be far away, a little bit far away from the church window, right? But here it's like she's close enough to feel the warmth. And I think that is what is coming here with the marriage. And it's like not a coincidence that marriage came out twice. Like one is in my pre-shuffle for the astral houses. And now, like while I was filming this. And so what I'm hearing here is it's not very far now before this marriage, before this commitment, before this union takes place. Okay, so what is your hope and fear? Eight of Pentacles. So your hope here is like with a partnership, you want to be able to work on to get, as I've said, that's the challenge here. If the challenge here is like a little bit in the immediate future is like being able to manifest things into the 3D. But the thing is like what you're currently doing, what will currently unfold is what is meant to unfold. It's a lot of being able to surrender to the powers that be. But with your hopes and fears, you hope that whatever it is with your partnership or like with this marriage or with this union that you are trying to manifest, you want that to be very constructive. You want that to be built together. Okay, and the fear here is, of course, because like hope and fear here, I'm here like it's always so difficult for me to kind of to explain hope and fear because it's such a roundabout way. It's kind of like the two sides of the same coin kind of thing. What you hope will happen is what you fear will not happen. What you fear won't happen is like what you hope will, you know, like what you hope won't happen is what you fear will happen, things like that. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it's that fear of like whether or not whatever it is that you're building, whether or not your efforts is going to come and bear fruit. Okay, and also I'm feeling here like building together is like what I'm hearing here. Let's for kicks, let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles. Okay, thank you. And the Queen of Cups. Yeah, because like you have worked so much internally on yourself to be very firm with your standards for yourself that you don't want to give that up anymore. Okay, you do not want to give that you do not want to go back to that old model of love that you might have accepted before, which is definitely would have been less than what you deserve with the Three of Swords here. Okay, let me just see this. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's like it's a lot of slowness. It was it felt a little bit slow, and so it's just like, again, it's just like that energy of like it not coming into fruition because things seem slow, but in the immediate future you will feel like, okay, let's just surrender this to the universe. If it manifests, it manifests. If not, you are okay within yourself whether or not this manifests, okay? And Temperance, yeah, that is, you know, I just said what it meant. All right, okay, what is the potential outcome for this marriage? Thank you. I feel like there's something. Give us something good, Spirit. Thank you. So 7 of Wands. You see here is like, it's not an ugly kind of 7 of Wands. Oh no, 7 of Wands is, I was like thinking of 7 of Swords. Wrong one. But 7 of Wands is potential outcomes, like being true to yourself and like being steadfast, okay? And the Chariot, like being steadfast, and then because here this person has wings, okay? It's like 7 of Wands. It's a lot of meditation, like I'm hearing yoga, a lot, as I've said, a lot of inner work, okay? But it is like with the Chariot, it did come a little sideways. So it is like there is a little bit of that feeling of slowness, like maybe at this current moment when you are watching this, there is that tiny bit of slowness with how this is all unfolding. But once it does, it will come in this quick, okay? Trust me, because this is what I've been channeling for the past few. And also like with the 3 of Cups, I know it showed up somewhere, but I put it back in the deck. Something about a party as well. Thank you. And Page of Wands and 8 of Swords. Page of Wands is that curiosity with the willpower. 8 of Swords, and like you are going to be coming out of a situation that is a little bit sideways for you, or like has been a little bit tormenting for you, but you are going to come out of it because you're curious to see what the universe has to give you, or like has to offer you when it comes to marriage, or when it comes to divine union. This can also be like with alignment with the thing that you're trying to manifest, okay? With 8 of Swords is always, I always say, like this is self-imposed like restriction, but I don't feel like that kind of blindness, because normally she is blindfolded, like in other decks, like the 8 of Swords is usually blindfolded. But yeah, this like once, because of the actions that you are going to take in the immediate future, a lot of progress is going to come about, and like your actions is going to be very much motivated by what you probably have intuitively downloaded from your meditations, or like what you have tried to visualize when it comes to your manifestations, okay? And one last card, you have the Page of Cups. An offer is definitely going to come in for you. And what did I say with the 3 of Cups? 3 of Cups, something about the 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups. Do not worry too much. I'm hearing here, do not worry too much about the timing, and just like let the universe, let fate work its magic on you, because an offer is going to come here, okay? Now this might be this might start off with a friendship, but it's just like that childhood kind of love. It's like a very innocent kind of love. And with the 3 of Cups, and again with that moon, it's like the universe is like the 3 fates, the 3 graces or something, I don't know. Like the 3 graces is, I think, for the comedy, right? Like for the theater. So it's like the universe is scripting your love story. And as I said, like with 3 of Cups as well, been channeling this, you will meet someone at like somehow at a celebration, a function, something like that, okay? Let's tie it up with like some angel romance fairy cards. Let's see. Manifesting the one, psychic connection, and rekindle an old flame returns. I don't think of it as like your ex that like is not worth it. This is a past life connection for sure. And manifesting the one, very soon your true love will arrive. And psychic connection, your communication goes beyond mere words, because you are communicating telepathically. If you are trying to meditate, you are probably communicating with them either through your dreams or through the manifestation, because like you are probably remembering what it is that you are trying to, you know, like the love that you deserve, like the twin flame, or like the love that you have already loved lifetimes ago. And how do you do that? Is by loving yourself first, and again, letting go of the past with the Eight of Cups. Okay, now let's tie up this reading just with an angel card as per usual. It always ties up the reading beautifully. All right, let's see. Okay, marriage. It's a little bit not quite here because like I didn't see the Two of Cups, but you're on your way is what I'm hearing here. Okay, let's see. Thank you. 0404, slow down. Balance, power, struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. This is what I'm saying. 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change. It fell with the Wheel of Fortune. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are tools that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. And 0505, unexpected shift, divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises, gut feeling. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you will end up exactly where you belong, which should be in somebody's arms, their dream job, or abroad, etc. This has been it for your reading. I hope that this reading helped you. Please do share, comment, like, and subscribe if it helped you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.